Your will be done, God, not mine, in me and through me. Show me what I must do this day, and let me be a channel of your blessings to all. This is a call, a personal call. We all have our different callings. I can remember about 17 years ago when I started having a more inclination, a more awareness of my call. I then enrolled into a seminary. I was to become a preacher, a religious preacher. Then a few years while I was in, I got to understand more of what my calling is like. I start seeing my calling from another dimension, from a bigger dimension, a more unbounded dimension. Then I didn't really have that clear vision of this is what to do, or this is the next step to take. But the first step that it was so clear to me then was to live that way of life and go out there and explore how to carry out the calling, that same calling, in another dimension. So it took me years. I never had that clear vision of like exactly this is what you do, just go into the bus. You're going into this destination. So when you get to this destination, you meet this person, and this is a person will tell you this. I never had that kind of a clear vision. So I went on with my life over the years, and everything keep manifesting. From one year to another, everything keeps manifesting. So what I do today is a manifestation of the calling I had many, many years back. Had the calling of going out, reaching out to the people, regardless of their religion, regardless of their culture, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their language, regardless of what they may be thinking about themselves, that I had this calling, this inner calling of understanding that my vision, my calling, my purpose is far beyond what I can conceptualize. It cuts across boundaries. And that is what I'm doing. What I'm doing you don't have to belong to a particular religion or tribe or whatever. This is the message from the divine. Yeah, it's a message from the divine. It's a call I had deep down within me. And whenever I'm doing this, all the years I've always been a part of this, a part of that has to do with impact. The religion doesn't matter. The people that we have been impacting, that I have been part of impacting their lives, has nothing to do with the type and kind of religion that they practice, or the kind of tribe. In fact, it has been cutting across all this way, and I begin to see more clearly that exactly, because at the beginning, when I had to live the religious life, it was like when I got that insight, your calling is not a call to a particular sect. It is not a call to a particular tribe. It is not a call to a particular religion. I was like, wow, but I thought this is it. But I was there. Some of the things that I've practiced over the years up to now, in terms of, a life of prayer, a life of meditation, a life of selfless service, a life of simplicity. I've gotten all this from my initial initiation into this religious order. So it was really a foundation for me, even in terms of the businesses that I've done over the years. That was where I got my the business foundation. That was where I got to explore more about my social ability. That was where I got to explore more of my spiritual side of me. I begin to understand, I begin to appreciate quietness, I begin to appreciate solitude. That was the word we used, solitude. It was really the most perfect environment that I have ever experienced. Yeah, the first 3 years of answering my vocation has been the most powerful foundation that I've gotten. I got that from entering into that religious order. Yes, I've really learned a lot from my early foundation, and it has been a solid foundation for me in recognizing that calling, that happiness is a reality for everyone, regardless of who you worship, or where you go for your religious obligations, or your color of your skin, or the belief of whatever you believe about God. Happiness is your birthright, and I've always had that inner peace, inner joy within me whenever I talk about or impacting lives of a lot of people. And I always have this inner longing of making a greater impact, and not just going to a particular locality and just, even while you're impacting a particular locality, you impact that particular locality with a global vision. And that is what I've always believed in, a global view of the world, a global view of everything, a global view of peace, a global view of happiness, a global view of joy, a global view of loving and serving everyone. So I really love answering my calling in this way, and that is what I am. That is what I want to be more of. That is what I want to manifest, and that is what I am manifesting already. Only you can understand that calling of yours. It is personal. No matter the interpretation people has been given to it, or the situation or circumstances that have been defining your calling, nobody else can explain it. Nobody else can define it. And even most times, even yourself, you can't define it, but you just have this inner longing, this inner peace whenever you are doing something in line with your calling. You have this joy, this happiness that radiates from the inside and not from the outside. That's when you get to know that, yes, this is a calling for me to follow. So, follow your heart. Is your heart that can take you towards your calling in life.